Gianfranco wakes early, so I have this ritual now of coming out into the garden to gaze at the stars and then watch the sunrise together. The fields are quiet, the olive pickers haven't started for the day. He's all cuddly and calm from his last breastfeed for the morning. In 2 weeks, he will be 1 year old. This past couple of weeks, with great effort, we have transitioned him to sleeping through the night without breastfeeding. In the end, I feel serene about the choice of keeping him close to me up until now and never letting him cry it out. It feels gentle and natural. It's funny how in a very traditional, old-fashioned country, I go out socially and seem to only encounter Italian women and men who swear by formula and leaving infants to cry it out. It would be interesting to understand from an anthropological perspective why this is. According to a survey last year, only 46% of babies in Italy are exclusively breastfed between 2 and 3 months, and even less when they're 4 to 5 months old. Only 30% are breastfed. As of this month, I'm now only breastfeeding in the morning and the evening. He's finally sleeping in his own room from 8 p.m. until 6 a.m. I find myself still waking up though at 2, at 4, at 5 a.m. out of habit because I've been doing this routine for almost a year now. The olives on the property are ripe for picking and we're excited this week to have l'olio nuovo, the new oil, which is always so green and intense in flavor. Guido's family has a few thousand olive trees on their main property and about 300 here.
Questo olivetino è il primo anno che l'abbiamo potato bene, concimato, diradato e tutto. Questo è il primo anno che fa veramente le olive.
Sì.
Quest'anno si infatti ci sono tanti. Io voglio capire a che punto siamo. Hanno fatto 5 quintali in quell'angolino lì, tutte queste qualcosina faranno, dai.
I don't know if you can see, but there's so many. So many. Wow!
Ci vogliono 5 anni per far venire. Questo è carico, eh.
Sì.
Questi sono veramente carichi. Ja. Vai, cacciala. Chiappala. Aprila. Ja. Sausage. Sausages don't like to be sideways.
Goodbye, son. Arrivederci, sole. Arrivederci. We take the olives to our local frantoio, which is the olive press. So we've just made it to the frantoio, which is where they crush the olives, and we had to take some of the olives, the last batch they didn't pick up with the tractors yesterday, so we just had to pack the car up with the last crates, and we packed up our little olive, and he's just sleeping in the car right now, and hopefully we will have new oil tonight, tomorrow, I don't know, but Marzia, our neighbour, has baked us some fresh bread for la frittura, which is the first taste of olive oil on some crusty Italian bread. Last week I was in Florence looking in some beautiful historic boutiques for an outfit for Gianfranco's baptism. We went back to our old apartment, which is on Guido's family's property just outside of Florence, which was where we held the baptism, just in a little chapel that's a part of the main villa, and also in the garden outside. My best friend Sofia, who's Italian, flew in from London to be Gianfranco's godmother. We used the same priest who married us, who's a wonderful, open-minded man. He listens to all my views, which are not really aligned with his, because I believe that children, humans, are born with inherent kindness, and we have an inclination towards kindness and goodness, and not evil and sin. But this was okay, and we can agree to disagree. For Catholics in Italy, a baptism is a very important event, almost as big as a wedding. For me, it was a sacred ritual just to bring loved ones together and have a moment of gratitude and feel blessed for having a healthy child.
Anche la nostra resurrezione, e da oggi anche il piccolo Gianfranco, quasi un anno, riceve in anticipo la resurrezione, che non le sarà tolta dai figli. Gloria a Dio, Signore.
The legs is sticking up.
Oh, there it is. Oh no. Oop. Bravo.
Thank you.
Mm.
Can you hold on to that one? Good.
Mm.
Another one. Oh, you can't put it back. There's another one. Cute.
Grazie, amore. Where should we put it?
What if I told you we met before?
It's dead. It's dead. We'll put it over here. Look. We put it over here with these ones.
Inside your
Oh.
What if all the stars align
There's another one.
for this moment to arise? 'Cause in another life it was you
Bravo.
and I.
Bravo.
What if I told you it's by design? Did the sound of my voice trigger a longing deep inside? 'Cause the galaxies align for this moment to arise. 'Cause in another life it was you and I.
He loves to watch the cooking. Come and show him some cooking.
What if I told you we met before? Did the brush of my hand hit you right inside your core?
Ma quanto è brava mia moglie?
This moment to
Brava da 1 a 1000? 1001?
it was you
Io vado a fare l'aperitivo col papà.
and I.
Notizie da Riccardo?
Questo era quello, uno serve per sostituire Moreno che è quello della ruspa, perché you can't go on without.
Oh, I thought it was Spagnoli, no?
No, c'era Riccardo con questo albanese.
Galaxies aligned for this moment to arise. 'Cause in another life it was you and I. Always known, always chosen.
So refreshing. Oh, thank goodness for this pool, because we are in the longest summer ever. It's mid-October and it's still 35 degrees. Incredible. But let me see if I can just gracefully sit down on this hammock without falling over. There you go. I thought I would update you on some things that have been going on with the property. Unfortunately, with a property that is, I think it's well over 200 years old, sometimes it's not about renovating so much as maintaining. It seems like every week something breaks. Also because Guido's family, they never really lived here full time. It was just they would come in for a few, in the summer, and so a lot of the things just have to be repaired. Like we had the sewage pipes explode, and none of the bathrooms were working, and we had to dig up half of the garden. And then the church roof, that beautiful traditional tiled church roof, had a leak in it, and so Guido opens it up to host mass for the village around here on Sundays. So that had to be repaired. Gianfranco, of course, is very intrigued by all the bulldozers and tractors and excavators. Gianfranco! Amore. We're trying to move forward with a gate. I don't know if you remember, a while ago we paid for all the very expensive permits to put a gate up. We've had this issue with just strangers, random Italians just wandering in and having a look around the property, and it's a bit unnerving and quite rude, really, because you don't know if someone is going to steal some of the furniture, or you're just having a private moment with, like I'm here, maybe breastfeeding or swimming in the pool with Gianfranco, and then you suddenly look up and there's some strange man watching me. And Guido got into a little bit of an argument with some the other day that, some people are nice and they say, oh, so sorry, and we say, did you not see the sign that says private property? But others are just quite arrogant, and one got into an argument with Guido insisting on his right to have a walk around the property. But it's just a bit strange. I guess everyone has different concepts of personal space. Anyway, all of this to say, we are going to invest in having a gate just at the entrance to the driveway, which is a little bit more bothersome because you have to have the remote control to open it, and if you have deliveries or whatever, you have to walk down. But I think we both really want that security, because especially as having a child, and we're just lounging around here, and it's disconcerting to sort of look up and see just random people wandering through your garden. So yeah, let me know which gates you think. We also got a quote from a local ironmonger to make a custom gate that is similar in style to the one that already exists up near the main house. As with anything in Italy, you have to ask for a permit and pay a lot of money for that permit if you want to make any change to your property. And the permit that we got authorized includes 2 columns with pines on top, like similar to this, or lights. So yeah, if you have any ideas, let us know. I'm just going to see where we're going to put this gate. Oh, excuse the shaky camera, but I am exhausted. So, where these 2 posts are, that will be where we put them. The gate just there, and then you see that will be the view looking back. So it's just a question of what kind of gate, whether we have something fancy or we don't want it to look like a prison, but we don't want it to, it's not a fancy villa, it's a country house, so it's we don't want it to be too elaborate. I saw some gates that were 18,000 euro for a second-hand gate, but we're certainly not going to be paying that much. I've found some other options as well, but this will be on remote control, so that obviously you can open it from the car, and it has to be exactly 4 meters wide, so that it can just go from this post to that post. What do you think? Oh my goodness, I feel like I am just underwater. I'm so tired. If you've seen past episodes of Renovating a Ruin, you know that we are in an area where the tradesmen are just very difficult to rely on. The few who are good and reliable have so much work that you truly have to wait 3 to 4 months just for them to return a phone call or to come by and give a quote, and that's just a little drawback of where we live. The tradesmen in most of Italy, except for the parts where there's sort of high unemployment, they shut down completely in August, and then July you can't get onto them. September they're already doing the backlog of work that they were trying to finish in July. So we are hoping that they can give us some time, but we are just waiting for that. And most weeks I sort of tentatively ask Guido, oh, do you think we could call the plumber or the builders and see, just to get an idea, just so I can sort of plan what we're doing. And he thinks that potentially the plumber is coming from Florence, and understandably it's hard for him to drive sort of 2.5 hours or something and have to get up at 5 just to come here. Beggars can't be choosers. We just have to see what we can, when they can fit us in, and adjust our lives accordingly. But we have been doing lots of projects. Sorry if I'm swinging in and out of shadow and light. I'm so exhausted, so it's probably better that you don't see me really close up because I'm so tired. I had just edited that piece about saying we've entered a new chapter with Gianfranco, and then he got sick and had a fever, and I was just up all night last night breastfeeding him and having him back in our bed because I think he needed the comfort, and he was just so sick. And so now today he's a little bit better, all the fever's gone, so that's good. But yeah, I hope all of those lovely, the lovely sleep routine that we had established so gently and so carefully over weeks has not now been completely for nothing. Let's hope, let's see. My parents are not here at the moment because they're in Mallorca. They're visiting my sister. But just before they left, we were planning building and designing a cubby house for Gianfranco for his first birthday, which will be on the 22nd of October. He just loves opening doors, as I'm sure any of you have had a toddler will know. Just in the kitchen, he loves opening and closing cupboards. So we're trying to make him his little playhouse with little windows that open shutters. And I'm going to cut up. I bought a yoga mat so that I can put rubber on the floor so that if he falls he has a soft landing. And if you have any tips on how we should build or little features we should add to this cubby house, do let me know because we're going to be finishing that next week. Thank you so much to the viewers who are patrons, who support my channel on Patreon. I'm not one of the biggest YouTubers. I don't get the most views. I've only done one sponsor in my years on YouTube, but you guys make it possible for me to have this as a job, and I don't take that for granted at all. So thank you very much to those viewers who are patrons. Thank you to you if you've given me your time today and got up to this point in the video. I do appreciate you as well, and those who subscribe. It's just a little thing that really motivates me to keep working. So thank you very much. I will see you next week. Have a beautiful week. I don't know, this is the start of the week, I guess, for you now, so it's a while to the weekend, but let me know what you fancy watching on the weekend so that I can prepare something special for you next episode. Okay, until next time, alla prossima.
What if I told you it's by design? Did Did the sound of my voice trigger a longing deep inside? 'Cause the galaxies aligned for this moment to arise. 'Cause in another life it was you and I. Always chose